You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows like the one you're about to enjoy, visit electronicmediacollective.com. And now, our feature presentation.
I'm the man, and the man feels no pressure. I am the man that everyone fears.
You are now entering the vicious circle.
You are facing a fuel-injected suicide machine!
I'm the man. When I walk, the ground shakes. I am the master. I am the ruler of the world. They have been waiting below the surface. Shake the earth beneath the giants. Shake the earth beneath the giants.
And welcome to the vicious circle. Sid, how's it going?
Good, Rob. How are you, man?
I am doing great. We already have Nathan here. Good day, guys.
Hey, Nathan.
And this guy, Eric.
We'll talk about Eric a little later. Funny, he's already putting his 2 cents in.
Right? And Tom's here too. So,
Hey, Tom. I
Yeah.
thought maybe we didn't hear from him the other day. I thought we hurt his feelings.
yep.
I told him to shut up about that stupid chest exercise.
And Kyle too from Wisconsin, I think.
All right, Cal.
Yep. I know he's a big fan of the Packers. Yes.
Well, I picked the Packers twice this year, and they let me down twice.
Oh, no.
Yeah, only 2 times I lost in the NFL.
And we already
Who
know
we
your pick for today.
Right, Kansas City.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, I want, again, hey, Dean, I beat you to that. I got that electric letter in front of you, Rob.
Yes, you
I'm getting
did.
good at my job. No, what was I saying there before Dean interrupted me?
Kansas City.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's weird. No one picks up on this and no one commends me or says how good I am. Now, Rob, if I win this, what does this make? This makes a clean sweep, does it not?
It does. It
I
literally
mean,
does.
and I want to ask everyone out there, first of all, how many podcasts are letting you people get involved with the show like I do, first of all, okay? I don't know why I'm doing this. So, second of all, but no, how many people did anyone out there know that have predicted every victory on every sport and the election? Does anyone find that, like a miracle?
Well, dude, like I said, you asked me if you wanted if I wanted predictions from you in my life. It's like, nope.
No, man, you
You
don't
sure
want to
gonna
know
get it
about
right?
it. Rob,
I don't
you
know.
really don't want to know, dude. I'm sorry, but no.
Hey, what? Wait a second.
No, but no, I really have. I got all these right. I'm pretty sure Kansas City's going to win this. But everybody's getting ready for the big game today, I see.
That's right. Well, international here. Hi, Sid. I'm Lelo from Lima, Peru.
All right.
All over the world. And then Danilo. Hey, Danilo, greetings from Manila, Philippines. Hope all is well.
All right. Yeah, you too,
Yeah, there's people all over the world watching, but in an hour they're going to be watching that game.
Yeah, and we I got a little late today because I had some stuff come up. But and then also being a little late, normally we were going to have some of the contestants in the diet on here, and Rob forgot to get in contact with everyone. But that's okay. We'll get you guys on Thursday or next Sunday. We'll contact everyone today, if not today and tomorrow as well. See how everybody's doing.
They did send in all their information, and I did put a group together, so I can contact them in a heartbeat. So we're good that way.
And
But
how are you going to do that, Rob?
we have a group put together on Facebook with just the contestants.
Okay.
So, literally, if you wanted, I could send them the link right now, and they may pop in today.
No, we'll wait. That way we won't catch anyone off guard. But no, I think too, a few more people I've been talking to are getting interested in it too. Maybe not so much in the diet challenge, but contributing to the cause. And there are a few more people interested in t-shirts. I got, I think Jeff, Tightwad Jeff, is going to get one. Then a girl in Atlanta named Lisa, and then a girl, a friend of mine down in Mississippi named Sally, she's going to get one, and maybe a trading card. So we got a few more people interested in getting aboard on that. So
Nice.
it's starting to look a little better.
I do.
So No, go ahead, Rob.
I have definite numbers now for the shirt. The shirts are going to be $20 US. Shipping is $8, but if it's international, it's $15.
Okay. Now, now we were talking about where that was going to too. That half that would go to for you and your film stuff, and the other half would go to the pop tops. But you heard everyone. There's not a lot of money going around right there. You got the shipping, and then what does the T-shirt itself cost, Rob?
It costs, I think, $14.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. You didn't tell me that the other day. We're selling T-shirts for $20, and they're
Yep.
costing us $14.
Well, and see, that's just it. It's not a money making thing. You know, this is literally so people can have cool shirts for the podcast.
Yeah, I know. So again, Jeff, that's you. I know he's not watching. He's cooking himself a big porterhouse. He called, said he couldn't watch tonight. So yeah, I thought it was gonna be like $4. It's like $16.
Yeah.
Wow, Rob, they're just gonna go to you. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that.
No, no, no.
Okay. Well, maybe we're going to we'll send everyone some rice, some beans, and they'll be dried too, where you can cook them when you get them.
Exactly.
Little side thing of rice and beans about that big, a little Ziploc bag. You throw it in some boiling water, and think of me and Rob when you eat it.
Dehydrated, yes.
Wow, we're gonna lose money on these T-shirts, dude. I wish I'd got more into the business side of things.
Oh no, don't worry.
Keep that off air. These people now they're buying by the handfuls, you know. Wow, y'all, this really is well, to bring that up. See, now I'm glad I know we're spending that much money, because I got a couple of requests from someone about one of their. It's not really a charity. They just want to raise some money for like what they said for Good Time Feeling weekend or trip, and it was the two little lovers on Brokeback Mountain, Eric and Barry, and they wanted us to all raise money for an all-exclusive paid vacation at the Sandal Resorts. I don't know.
There we go.
So I don't know if anyone wants to think we should do that. Vote for that. I won't. I'm not going to pass judgment on something like that. But if they think we should do it, if anyone out there thinks we should, let us know. And if we should not finance those two guys an all-expense paid vacation at Sandals, we need to know that we shouldn't do it as well.
Martin says power bomb. I don't think that's.
I think he means power bomb the both of them. Good idea, Martin.
There we go.
Well, we'll take that as a no so far. We got one no.
Yep.
It's not looking good, you two.
Kyle says, I want a T-shirt, size medium. Okay.
Well, think about it, Kyle. The size medium actually going to cost you $70,000 the cost of material. Just kidding, man.
What you got to do is send an email to this email address, info@viciouscirclepod.com, with your size and how many you want. Okay.
Yeah, and Sally Brooks said Facebook, or message her at Facebook, her Facebook page, Sally Brooks Facebook thing, whatever.
Sally
We'll
Brooks.
figure out. Yeah.
Oh, that's your friend that wants one?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, there's Lori. Hey guys, happy Sunday. Just wanted to say how excited I am to be part of the fitness group. I am down another 2.5 pounds this week, a total of 10 pounds so far. This is life-changing, and I'm proof it works.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, she's really knuckling down and trying. I've seen a few pictures of her food, making those little adjustments. Now, it's funny. I'm glad she sent that message. Speaking with her and Nathan. Remember, Nathan said that it was a good time for him to, maybe cheat. Instead of 30 beers a day, he's doing just 30 on the weekends.
Stop eating.
So, and then, Lori talked about how she had had a cheat meal of pizza one day, and then the next week it was what was it? It was Zaxby's, and she still was, she knuckled down, lost a little weight. Well, I took their advice, and I've gained 17 pounds this week.
Oops.
Okay, right? No, really, I have gained 6 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, because of course my meals, I'm having like every meal like that almost.
Well, Lori sent in 2 of her meals. This is one of her meals.
Right.
And see, that looks good.
I think what that was a taco salad. What she did there, she left out the rice and the tortilla stuff. What she told me. Yeah, it's perfect.
And there's the other one.
See, that's perfect right there. What is that?
Lots
broccoli
of
piece. Yeah. I think that's barbecue chicken.
That's what it looks like. A chicken wings or.
Yeah.
something like that. So yeah,
Show me a picture of my food, Rob, real quick. Let me see what I ate.
your
Let me
food.
show people. Yeah.
Let's see. I got 5 of them. There's one.
I had that for supper, peas and baked salmon.
See, that's good.
Yeah. And then I had that for breakfast. See, I took Lori and Nathan's idea. There's 5 eggs over easy, grits, 2 biscuits, 2 sausage, and 3 bacon. Is that okay?
See, and that's real grits. That's
So I was listening to Lori and Nathan,
mm-hmm.
and then that was for supper the other night. That's Brussels sprouts, little broccoli, purple onion, and a chicken breast. And oh shoot!
I
And
got them all, buddy.
there's gravy and more gravy. It's hamburger steak and gravy, rice and gravy. So but I got the tomato, and that's shrimp scallop tacos.
Oh, nice. And then just because I felt left out, here's what I had today.
All right, look at Rob, baked chicken. How did you do your Brussels sprouts, Rob?
Actually, I just boiled them.
Okay.
Like I said, that's what I'm used to. The next time I have them, because I got a big bag, I'm going to try what you said, and I'm going to put them in the oven for about 10 minutes.
Half them first, season them up.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I had. And then the rice, I put just a bit of lime and cilantro in it.
Oh, good.
So it was really good. Oh, Nathan's excited. Gravy.
Well, I want to show that I'm cheating too right now, but I'm getting better.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Victor said $20 shirt. Great offer. Because it glows in the dark. That's the
Yeah,
best.
I think we have to go up like $72 on that shirt.
I forgot. I was going to wear one of their shirts tonight that was glow in the dark, and I completely forgot.
Oh, we'll get it next time. So a funny story about Jeff Arthur, everyone. We know Jeff. We've talked about him on the show, and he's not on tonight. But I guess he watched the show last time. Amazing tacos. Thanks, Jeremy. And I told the story where I told him I had got a brain tumor and I needed him to donate money, and he said, "Well, I think I'm comfortable with $20." So I said, "You jerk!" Anyway, he heard me on the thing, and he called me that night. He goes, "Said you don't have no brain tumor." I said, "I know." I said, he said, "I was worried about you." I said, "You didn't act like you cared." He goes, "I didn't." I said, "No, you didn't. You offered $20, you little scumbag." And so I got to go. So I said, I got to figure out a way to get Jeff, So I call him and I go, he goes, "Hey, something about the $20. I said, "Oh, don't even worry about it. We don't need it. We're going to, I said, that I don't want to, put you out." I said, but by the way, I think I'll be heading to Atlanta in a couple of weeks. That's where he lives. He goes, "Oh, you gonna drop by and see me?" I said, "Nope, not going to even stop by." He goes, "Well, I was thinking about sending $75." I said, "Well, in that case, I might." So I'm not really going to Atlanta, but I just told him I'd get us $75. But so I told Drew Saturday we was heading out those meals, handing out our little things, and was talking to him. I told him, I said, "Yeah, it's tough going trying to get money for this donation stuff." He goes, "Yeah," and I said, "Yeah." I said, "I even told one guy that I'd got a brain tumor." He went, "Oh my God!" He's like, "Oh." Now I've said this too. Clarence, he's like Clarence off "It's a Wonderful Life," right? So at the end, it's just me and him, and I just
There he is.
there he is right there with his socks. So I hand him a little money, and he never looks at it. He puts it in his pocket, and I go, "Now you need to know that I got that by telling people I got a brain tumor." He was like, wanted to hand it back. "Oh God, no!" Oh, So he knows it's dirty money.
I love that. Dean said, "I had a big, full English breakfast today, burned off by 2 mountain walks, a run, and an hour of tennis." That's a lot.
Wow. Do we have a blah, blah, blah with the kid real quick?
Yeah. Where is that one? I lost the videos because I got so many pictures in here now.
I know. Oh, man. Shows the.
There it is.
Thank you. Yeah, Dean, I think he said it all.
Oh, let me see here. Nathan says, after you boil your vegetables, keep the water from it. Most of the goodness goes into the water, and it's a good vitamin drink, plus good to make gravy out of. Interesting.
I think we need another blah 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 on that one, Nathan.
You think
Give me
so?
another blah.
There we go.
Yeah, but no, Nathan makes a good point. That's what I'm gonna do to lose weight. I'm gonna make gravy out of goddamn cabbage water. You know? Wow, that's real. I'm gonna crap that out all night.
When you say it like that, it doesn't sound cool.
No, it's not, man. But good idea, though, Nathan. I'll never eat cabbage or anything the rest of my life.
Let me see here. Yusuf said, Sid, I became addicted to your promos. Got to repeat them all day long at work, in studies, and as well in bed.
I hope it's not that one I did for Vince Russo. So, man, it's a nightmare. It's not interviews.
Oh, man.
Wow, yeah. Good for you, Russo.
In bed. I'm concerned
In
about
bed.
that.
Oh, my God. Yeah, really. A little wet dream going on. Thanks, dude.
Jeremy says, those shirts are so pretty cool and so amazing. I wish I could own one someday. Well, you can.
Really?
Send your information and we can see about shipping one. Like I said, they're $20 and local shipping, I call Canada and US local, is $8.
Yeah. So 145 bucks, Jeremy.
There we go. It's a bargain.
It's a bargain.
CC said, my internet is horrible, but I see the Brussels and they look good. Only way to eat them is roasted.
Yeah, that's the way I've been eating them. CC, same thing. Oh, speaking of CC, though, she brought up something about, and I don't know all the story about. There's places that homeless can get food and stuff like that, and housing. It's just impossible to get housing. I think we talked about a little bit that where first you have to qualify for all these things like that. So that's why they're on the street. But this is what I found out yesterday at church with Drew about the food situation. Well, MIFA, and I forgot to ask Drew call him back, but MIFA stands for Missionary something Food Association, something like that. In CC, it actually started a million years ago. This church I go to it started in 1858 or 1840 something. Actually, MIFA started right there in the church with just a couple old women. And that's the food bank we have in Memphis today. So, no, we do have a food bank, but even with Drew, it took him a long time to even qualify for that. So we are getting food like that, but it's really hard to get anyone housing.
Yeah, I can see that. Terry says, it's Super Bowl Sunday, the least diet day of the year. Wings, nachos, burgers, and seafood all day.
I thought about the same thing, man, but I talked myself out of it and had that what you saw there. Now, I am going to either have some more. Now, I got some salmon left over. I was do some salmon and some shrimp tacos, or I'm going to do just a sandwich. I don't feel like cooking a bunch of stuff, making all that guacamole and all that crap.
Eric here said, wait, there's finally Sid shirts for sale?
Oh, like he didn't know. He's just trying to get his way to Sandals Resort.
Uh-huh. Let me see here.
I did see something that might interest Eric. I see that Burger King now has got two Whoppers for $5. He loves Whoppers. He loves McRibs. I haven't seen a thing on McRib, Eric. If I do, I'll let you know.
And here we go. Tom said, oh, this is for the getaway for our friends. Chokeslam one, powerbomb the other.
Okay, there you go.
Yep. Let's see here. Eric said, I quit eating junk food myself. Not for a diet, just don't want to bloat up like Jake the Snake.
Now, I had Eric one time. I walked him through all these diets, and he was cooking really good there for a while. Him and Carrie out there in Sacramento. But he'll tell you, it's tough to do that all the time, stay on top of it. Now, Eric, he loves his junk food, and I used to, but I just don't enjoy it anymore.
Oh, Nathan followed up his vegetable water. He said, just don't put potatoes in because you'll get the runs if you drink that water. Found out the hard way. I need to separate my potatoes Oh, excuse me. My potatoes and vegetables. I was thinking of potato water. Oh,
Well, no, the Brussels. Well, maybe potatoes go out that way, but Brussels sprouts come up the top end.
there. Yeah, that's
You
what
just
it is.
witnessed yeah, it's a little Brussels sprout throw up.
Oh. But yeah, so don't drink potato water.
Yeah, we won't. Thanks, Nathan.
Yes.
You're awesome.
Oh man. Now I did get everybody's weights in, and it looks like the average is between 4 to 5 pounds lost in the
Wow.
first week.
Awesome. Everybody awesome, man.
Now that we'll get a better reading next week because some people sent it a couple weeks ago, so that might be a 2-week gap. But
Right.
next week we'll definitely get a much better idea of exactly how it's progressing.
Good. No, I was telling Rob, since we sort of both messed up and didn't have everybody on today, that I saw a commercial the other day on, I guess it's Nutrisystem. Anyways, it's Marie Osmond's deal. And pretty much like we've talked about, that this is just something to help people accountable. And she sort of did what we did last week, had everybody on the show and talked to all of them for a few minutes, touched a few items with them, situation, what they're doing, see if it makes any changes. And everybody went on for the next week, and everybody seems to be doing really good like that. So we'll keep this going.
I think it's a neat idea. I do. CC said, Sid, thanks for the update. I was going to ask what the area was to find out if maybe there's possibly some sort of something resource wise that may be national, but they're missing plugging into. Is it Memphis, Tennessee?
Yes, it's Memphis, Tennessee.
There you go, CC, in Memphis. Terry asks, who had the worst diet you saw in wrestling? Like you couldn't believe this guy could eat like that and still work.
Man, there was a bunch of them. Oh man, I hate saying this because the two people I really watched really throw away some food was or passed away. King Kong Bundy and Yokozuna. Dude, I think Bundy ate 2,000 wings one night, but Yoko really could take like a chicken quarter and somehow pull it out and it'd be everything gone. It was just like a cartoon.
Tom posted just before you answered, but he posted Yokozuna.
Yeah.
So you mean it was like that cartoon picture where the fish?
Yeah. Yeah. It was like everything was just gone.
But see, I could see those guys packing that away because their gimmick was their size.
Right.
So
now, not that I couldn't pack it away too, for sure. But I did see a buddy of mine I grew up with, was a pretty big guy too. He could just eat massive amounts of food. He took it was a chicken leg, or he could take a chicken leg or a chicken quarter or a chicken breast, like a corn on the cob, just twirl it around and never touch anything. It'd all be gone when it got to the end. It was like, wow, man.
Oh,
I seen him eat, like one time I went to a buffet, like 20-something pieces of chicken in like an eye blink. So
apparently Tom has one of your promos. The best promo I have seen Sid do, in my opinion, was the do unto others before they do unto you, but do it first, with his psychotic laugh. Priceless.
yeah, I like that one too, Tom.
Yes. Okay, let me see if I can grab some more questions from people here. There's a lot of people just saying hello. Oh, see, here's Jeff. Said, big fan, Sid rules the world. And even Brent King says, oh, did. But he corrected himself and said Sid. Oh, and he brought up his favorite moment. Sid, when you powerbomb Sean on Raw. Loved it.
Is anybody watching the Super Bowl today?
That's what I'm curious to see. One person posted way back that they're Kansas City. I'm going to see if I can find it. Oh, yeah, there it is. Kevin said, you're right. Kansas City.
Yeah, I hate to say it, it's just they've got too many good players. I don't see how they could lose. I really don't.
Oh, Nathan, I didn't see this earlier, but Nathan said, you can send me the link if you want, and I'll jump on if you like.
Sure, bring him on.
Okay. I will toss this one up while I'm doing it. Joe Beck said, saw Lex Luger on Asylum yesterday. Seemed like a great guy nowadays. We were talking about that before with him being on there.
Yeah. Lex is always a pretty nice guy, but he's always honest too. But back in the day, he just didn't really care for the socializing with the fans or people in general. I think he's probably changed that a little bit since then.
There we go. Nathan, I sent you the link. Let's get to more here. Never said, when is Sid going to put on the vest and show us the guns?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's all I do is just walk around my vest and my underwear all day, dude.
Yep.
Get a life. Get off here and sign yourself back up. It's not even worth a blah, blah, blah to you.
Cheryl said, any Butch Reed stories? He died a couple of days ago.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up, Cheryl. Great. I'm glad. Thank you for bringing that up. No, Rob, he watches the show. I think he's working today. He told me about that. Not yesterday, day before, actually, he died. Rob told me about that. Yeah, with Butch, he was a really straightforward guy. Never, talked a lot of crap. We did make a few road trips together. Found him. I was still young, learning, so to me, it was really a great honor to be around someone who'd done so much. I knew Butch was a real man's man. He was a real cowboy in real life. It wasn't. Some people thought it was a gimmick, but he really was. He never took the business too serious. That it was bigger than what it was. Never complained about the struggles or anything like that. But just a super, super, really nice guy.
That's awesome. Oh, here we go. Terry says, "Go Bucks."
Now the thing is, this is the Bucks had me a little bit scared. I might lose this one, but I don't know. But of course, it's easy to say this. It is going to be really, really close. With Kansas City's going to whoop them up pretty good. All the money in the country, I think 80% of it is on Kansas City, and that scares you too because the bookies don't lose.
Not normally, no, because they go with the odds.
Right. So I don't know, man. It's weird right now. That's why I don't bet the NFL.
Victor asks, what will be Sid's Super Bowl meals?
Well, I had that sweet pea and salmon, Victor, and then I'm probably going to have no kidding, I'm going to have a toasted bologna and turkey sandwich with Swiss cheese. On the side with some roasted garlic, a few olives, and some jalapeno chips with salsa.
Oh, that sounds good. Oh, wait. Nathan said no email yet, Rob. Oh, sorry, Nathan. I sent it in Facebook. Look in Messenger. I sent you a link there. Let me see. Dean asked a question. Which wrestler that died hit you the most, Sid? I'm guessing Vader.
Be honest with you, they all hit pretty. They all still, just to me, it's just horrible to hear any of them that had passed away. I think in the beginning, when people passed away, you didn't really think about it too much, and then as you got older, you hear about it, you saw them, stuff like that, heard about them. I think one of the ones that, and I know them all, pretty well, but the one that I think about just the other day, and I'm glad someone brought that up, is that every time I go to grab it, and I don't see it that often, but if I get a glass of chocolate milk that's got low fat, and that means it was made with 2% milk, I think about Brian Christopher. When we were working the Memphis territory, that's when in the beginning, everybody's just, Brian was just young. He just, again, I've told the story. He was just worried about selling his T-shirts and a few 8x10s and making a little gimmick money. And when, of course, we were kayfabe, it was me and sometimes Dale in my truck or wherever I was in, and then Brian would be in his, he had a little Chevrolet or Ford, one of those little SUV things, and we would just race it down all from town to town and stop at our little local places. We'd get something to eat, and that would be, I want to say, after Evansville, Louisville, some little place we'd stop, and we'd all go in there and get our what we thought we were saving. We weren't. We got low-fat chocolate milk and some donuts, whatever, But I think of Brian when I think about it. Probably bothers me a little bit because I know that side of him, but I don't think any of them are any easier than the other one.
No, he was really young too.
Right.
Yeah. Lori posted though, after seeing Sid's pics, I'm craving a big old breakfast cheat meal now. Haha.
Hey, that's the first time I've had breakfast, man. in about 1,000 years. And now I had that. Now I worked out this morning from 5 to 7:30, and I didn't eat anything till I ate that. So a lot of those calories were gone. So I had that, then the salmon. So that's not too bad.
Yeah, you're definitely refilling the tank with that one.
Right.
Cece
I
has
bet not to cut you off, but I think if you count those calories, five. I think it was 5 eggs. That's 500, and I didn't eat all that sausage I gave to the dogs and bacon, but still, I'm still probably under 2,000. I'm still going to eat other stuff too, but that wasn't great. But I wanted to show everybody that I'm not. I don't want to lie to them and say, "Hey, I just ate oatmeal all day and water."
Yeah. Cece said, my Sid question of the day is, care to share any Barry Windham stories? Haha, had a huge crush on him as a youngin'.
Barry Windham was always a little bit of a jerk to me. Honestly,
cheated you out of the belt.
Huh?
Cheated you out of the belt.
Yeah, cheated me out of the belt too. But no, not just that. But I don't know. Barry was weird too. He'd show up for a few weeks, and then all of a sudden he'd not be around for a few months. It was really weird, his career that I saw. Always, again, show up, get a contract, and then be gone for 6 or 8 months, and show back up. Just where'd he come from? And then, and of course, we were, I think, the Four Horsemen together, if I'm not mistaken. But he was okay. Nothing, of course, it sounds like I don't like the guy, but I don't dislike him. But nothing special in the ring. Never a big money draw. But that's all I know about Barry.
And I remember you saying that before too, because that's why that whole losing the belt with him coming in as Sting, it worked with you because he was gone for so long.
Right. Nobody, again, would know where he was at.
Exactly. Andrew's got a question, and I see Nathan just came in. We'll bring him in a second. Andrew says, hey, Sid and Rob, do either of you take fish oil supplements? I have started to take them in the last month, and they are making a positive difference for me.
Now I just started in the last week or so eating more salmon, but I do really believe those things work. I really do. I think anything like that works. Amino acid pills, vitamins, and stuff like that, but they're somewhere below where the vitamin or amino or omega oil came from would be from the natural source itself. You know what I mean? So it's been processed. So I'd venture to believe that eating enough salmon would be just enough.
And I'm curious, Andrew, you said they've had a positive difference for you. What kind of positive difference have they made?
Yeah, we don't want to hear about your libido either.
Yeah. Doing Sid promos in bed.
Right. Exactly. Thank you, Rob. Is this the same cat that did that?
I don't think so. I'm going to go back and look in a second.
Yeah, we got to figure this cat out.
Tom said, Sid, love how you always check in on everyone and making sure everyone's doing well. With Rob making the Facebook group, I know it will be very helpful for everyone. So thank you, Rob and Sid.
Thank you, Tom, for being part of it.
Absolutely. And here is our buddy, Nathan. How you doing?
G'day, guys. How are you?
You weren't the one that said you're doing Sid promos in bed at night, were you?
No, that definitely wasn't me.
Okay.
Thank God.
So
how's this week gone for you?
It's actually not too bad. Not too bad. I did fall off the bandwagon a little bit. I had 2 days where I just smashed pizza and drank beer and all that. It was a mate's birthday, so it was kind of one of those, I'm giving myself this. But I've actually, the first photo I sent to you, which you said was earlier than when the challenge started, was 127 kilo, and I'm now about 117.4, I think it is.
Good.
Yeah. I know. Even with what you did, it shows that you came down 5 pounds, like just from your very initial.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, so I've got a minor advantage is I've got a veggie patch out the back as well. So a lot of the stuff that I'm eating is just going straight out the back, grabbing it, and that's it.
What are some of the things you're grabbing in the back there, Nathan?
Can I take you for a quick walk? It's 2 seconds away.
Yeah, show us.
Sure. And Yusuf chimed in. He said it was him. He was the one doing the promos.
Okay, thank you.
That's right. I remember now.
All right.
That's hilarious.
That's the veggie patch there.
That tree?
I've got corn, celery, spring
His
shot,
thing's froze up.
shallots, capsicum, cucumbers, tomatoes, strawberries, passion fruit.
Wow.
Nathan, I hate to tell you this, it looks like a guy with a tattoo. What we're seeing
Oh,
on his
there we go.
neck.
Your screen froze for a second. Yeah.
Oh, bugger.
We didn't see any of it, man.
We heard you
You want,
describe it.
you want to try that again?
All right, hang on a sec.
This is COVID, everyone, so bear with us. All right. Oh, we got the top of something there.
Oh,
there we
there you
go.
Nice.
Wow.
This here, that's my corn.
Oh, geez. Wow. Don't overeat corn.
We go to here. We got celery. We got
Nice.
spring onions there. There's 6 different varieties of capsicum, plus herbs and all that sort of stuff.
All right.
We've got the cucumbers there. We've got 3 tomato plants, strawberries, and passion fruit in the corner.
All right.
Wow. That is
Would
awesome.
Did you just start this garden up like yesterday?
No, I grew up on a farm to start with.
I'm just
So-
kidding. It looks pretty dried up. Then I've seen some pretty bad corn in my days, but dude, that is some really tough looking corn. You know, my great grandfather prided himself in corn back in the Depression when there was no water. Wow, what happened? Is that just Australian corn?
Yeah, no, just the heat here. We had rain for about 3 weeks non-stop, and then we just
Oh.
had this massive heat snap, and it just burnt everything.
I thought I saw the news that you guys had another big fire.
Yeah, no, that's just normal here. So yeah, I don't really pay attention to it anymore. It's something we deal with every single year.
Now, I think it says, well, we see that it looks like it's getting worse over there. Now, are you a believer in climate change or no?
Oh, definitely,
Okay,
100% in climate change. But there's a reason for it.
Or-
Well, my belief is every so many years the planet just goes through a cycle. Now,
Right.
in Australia here, we're not getting spring and autumn. We're actually just getting winter and summer. That's it.
Wow. So us too, pretty much here in Arkansas, we're pretty much just getting spring and summer or whatever, summer and fall or winter or whatever. We're not getting no fall and spring. Yeah.
CC said Sid he's in Australia and it's hot.
No kidding. Yeah.
But it's cool
Wow.
that you have that to draw on, you know, like that's that garden, you know.
Right.
Oh, it's one of those things too. It keeps your mind off stuff. Like instead of sitting down watching TV thinking, "Oh, geez, I'll eat some chocolate," you go out the back, work in the garden.
Yep.
Exactly.
I used to have a garden too, Nathan. I haven't had one the last couple of years. I just have been too busy. But I enjoy gardening. I really do. Rob has had some of my tomatoes out of my garden when he first came here.
Oh, yeah, they were huge and they were great.
There's nothing better than fresh off the vine. Nothing.
No, Nathan. No, there's nothing close to it. Right.
Oh, CC asks Nathan a question. Nathan, do you have any wild cockatoo friends that visit your garden?
I do actually. I do. I've got cockatoos and rosellas.
Wow.
Really?
What is that?
Rosella is very vibrant, green, blue, purple. Just a very pretty bird. It's an Australian bird.
Nice. I don't think I've heard of that one.
No, I haven't either.
Look them up.
Oh, CC says, I'm missing so much, but Andrew, Refish Oil, please can I offer you an alternative that works just as well and no harm to any fish? Chia seeds. They're ready to rock as is. Put in smoothies, oatmeal, coffee, yogurt, etc., or ground flaxseed. That's a neat idea.
You know, that is. You know, I've heard that too. That seed is really a good alternative stuff.
Oh, even Andrew, our buddy from England in the challenge, he says, nice plot, Nathan.
All
Thank you very
right.
much.
And here we go. Andrew says, I have less joint aches and the skin is less dry. Other benefits are supposed to be high in vitamin A and D, may reduce inflammation, may improve bone health, may reduce joint pain and improve rheumatoid arthritis symptoms, may support eye health, may reduce heart disease risk, may improve symptoms of anxiety and depression, and may help heal stomach and gut ulcers.
Yeah, it's a miracle deal with that does for people.
I think
There was a lot of maize in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of maize. Yeah, but hey, if it works, it's good. Oh, CC says I love Rosellas. So pretty.
They are. They're a very, very beautiful bird.
And see, Nathan's over there with hot, and then here's Rondell going, here in New York City, a snowstorm. It's cold.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's insane how the weather is.
How would you like to have some snow, Nathan?
Well, like I said, the first time I was on, I've never physically seen snow in 36 years. I'm going to turn 37 during this challenge, and
Right.
still I have never seen snow.
Really?
Wow. Well, I don't know. Let's think about that. It gives me a thought. Maybe we were to channel all the money and revenues that the Vicious Circle's gathering for the resort stay at the Palms Resort. Where is it? What is that? Where did I say it was? Sandals Resort.
Sandals.
For Eric and Barry, maybe we could use the funding to get snow for Nathan in Australia. Listeners, I want everybody to keep it in your mind. We'll take a vote on it.
Rob did promise to send me a bag of snow. He just wasn't quite sure whether it was going to be snow when it got here.
Wow, keep your mouth shut, Nathan. It's the kid show.
Oh, even Cece said it's cold and snowing here. I think she's in Delaware too. But here, give it a week and it'll be like Australia here.
Yeah, really here too. Yeah.
And even Tom said it's negative hate here in Ontario, and that is like 26, 24, somewhere in there.
For us.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been wonky weather, but I prefer to have Australian weather right now.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm sick of this on and off stuff here. One day it's like 70, and the next day it's like 19. That's why I can't breathe. That's why I've got that brain tumor, Jeff. You're listening out there.
Well, those videos you posted in the mornings taking a walk, Rob, that did not look comfortable at all.
It was chilly. It was very, very chilly. That was that video you asked me to send out, Sid, when we were up in the morning, said, give him an encouragement. So I did.
Yeah. Oh, you did?
I had to stop the video feed so I could put gloves back on my hands. It was so cold. But it was good because you could see the people that were up and active. And
right. That's cool.
Tom asked a question. Sid, to help develop a thick back, what would a good back workout with dumbbells? What would a good back workout with dumbbells? I do bent over rows. Any others you may suggest? I have to teach Tom.
Yeah, of course. The thing about, Tom, back, of course, is the most complex body part of all body parts. Bent over rows are probably one of your better compound exercises. But this is what happens when people are doing back, for instance, or if you're, say, doing a bent over row, or say a seated row would be the same thing as bent over row. What people have a tendency to do on that, lat pull downs and everything like that, is find and pick up bad form. Say, for instance, if you're doing lat pulls, I think I've talked before, you want your hand over your head, pull the back of your arms, contract the muscles as you come down or come up. On the forward motion things, Tom, what happens is we usually have a tendency to either lean way forward, and when we're coming back, we have a tendency to lean way back. When we lean way back, our hands stop here. So if our hands stop here, and when I straighten up, you'll notice that about half of that exercise has been taken away. Did you see that? I shortened up the range of motion. I want more range of motion. So work on form, Tom. This is what I would do on a seated row or whatever you're doing. So I'm going to be sure that my back is perfectly straight. I normally never use a pad or something to use that to stop myself. I try to do it myself. So when I got that bar right there, before I start off on the exercise, I'm going to roll my shoulders forward. When you roll your shoulders forward, all those muscles back there, they roll forward too, like that right there. See? All right, so when I'm rolling everything forward now, all these muscles in the back are going like that right there. Okay, now I'm getting it stretched as far as skin. Now I'm starting there. So then as I'm pulling it to me, and my back is still straight. I don't bend over. I just roll my shoulders forward. You see the difference? Now I'm not doing that. I'm just letting my shoulders go. Then I'm pulling back. And then I'm still straight, okay? What happens is when on bent over rows, people have a tendency to bend too far back. When we bend too far back, again, we're taking range of motion out and we're shortening up the exercise. We're not getting what we should get out of it. Now, one-arm rows, for instance, they're really used for this, just like dumbbells would be for chest. It's an exercise that we can actually, exaggerate the range of motion. So we got these muscles that are back, and when they come around here, they sort of stop right there, our spines there, right? Well, the one-arm row, you can actually make those muscles sort of come over the spinal cord. But if I'm going to start up here, I'm going to come back. When I stop right there, about as far as my hand would go, then just about 2 inches, I'm going to make all those muscles move over too. I'm going to make those muscles get involved. Does anybody understand what I'm saying?
I think so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because now that I got those muscles in my back, they're not going to stop at my spine. I'm going to make them go a little farther. I'm going to make everything tight because we're bringing all those muscles in the middle back here together. They stop right there, right? But if only one side's moving from a one-arm row, it'll sort of contract a little bit farther over. So that's what it is. And if you look at it again, everyone, look at the anatomy. Pick up the encyclopedia and look at it. You see all those muscles I'm talking about. A lot of back muscles go like this, but all those what I'm talking about go like this. So when I'm stopping them, I'm just doing just that little bit of twist. Now I'm starting with that long stretch. Same thing with the one-arm row as I would two-arm row. I'm starting again, if I can show this. I'm going to start straight, and I'm going to have my arm like this, and I'm just going to let my shoulder's going forward. My back is still straight. See that?
Yep.
Now I'm coming back, and when I get to the back, I stop. Then I'm flexing that. See? I'm making all those muscles going like that. I'm making them go like that. So that's really what we need to do to make our back thicker.
Okay.
Work on our form. And then this is something too, guys. So if I'm doing pull downs, one-arm rows, whatever, bent over rows, so I'm working really good form, right? So I'm working really good form. I'm stretching my shoulders forward, and I'm contracting. When I get it to the back, I'm squeezing those muscles for it like a 1 count. Okay, so then we go from that. We go, okay, now I'm trying to extend this set to make it a quality set. So now I'm going to stop. I'm not going to extend my shoulders, and I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to stop, and I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to extend that set. I'm going to get a few more reps like that. What I call that is cheating reps. A lot of people still think they're doing good form, but they're not. So cheat a couple, extend the sets, good form, work all the muscles, and I think you'll see some results. How old is Tom, Rob?
Let me see. 35. Oh, that's right. It was his birthday just recently.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what it is, Tom. You just got to really work on your form a little bit, dude.
Perfect. Terry says it's 75 here in Florida. He's 20 minutes from the game. Perfect football weather. No weather excuses tonight.
Good deal. When they go to the game, stop bugging us.
Question about weights for you, Sid.
Uh-huh.
You were just saying there, like once you finish your set, like generally when I'm finished my workout, I will just go to lighter weight and pretty much burn my muscles out completely to where I physically can't lift anything. Right. Am I doing the right thing there by building that much lactic acid in my muscles, or am I doing the wrong thing and actually causing damage?
No, I don't think so. I think when we lighten up, we're not normally aren't doing any damage. What we do by lightening up and getting more blood there, we're actually bringing blood there, and blood is the healer. It brings the proteins to the muscle, so we're sort of doing that as well. What was the second part of your question there, Nathan?
Oh, yeah, just I pretty much burn the muscles out completely.
Okay, you're talking about the lactic acid. That's what I was getting to. All right, think about this, everyone. And I was talking to someone at the gym the other day about, just get yourself an Arnold Encyclopedia Bodybuilding magazine book, and look at that, look at your exercises. But this is what I've heard about him talking about the pump, and that's what the lactic acid is. That if we don't get the pump, that the set was a failure and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's not the case. What happens is that pump, that lactic acid buildup, is a defense mechanism our body has that says, okay, stop doing this. You're not supposed to be doing this anymore. All right. So what happens is when that doesn't happen anymore, it's your body saying, hey, you're in such a good shape. Keep doing this. That's exactly what that's saying. So meaning maybe it's saying that at that point you might have had enough. If it's burning, you know what I mean? So that might say, okay, I've had enough right here. Come back to that. Because, man, I don't know. I miss having that pump sometimes because I'm in such good shape. I only have it. It's hard to get it, and I'm very seldom ever sore anymore,
No, I had leg day 3 days ago, and I tell you what, it's still today. I'm walking around like I've just been kicked in the ass.
Well, no, legs are different. I might not be sore, but I'm exhausted in them for a couple of days sometimes. I did an hour of cardio and legs this morning.
Terry asks, are you a fan of kettlebells?
Man, no, I'm not. I just don't see any advantage to them. I might have been. I don't know. I'm just not. I don't see anything. I don't see anything upside to it.
To me, it looks like it's just a matter of what you prefer to use for weights, because using a dumbbell, as a kettlebell is just a different handle.
Right. And I think it limits you what you can do with it too. With dumbbell, you do a lot more things with it.
Well, yeah, because the weight is literally under the handle,
Right.
Whereas a dumbbell, it's on either side of your hand.
Right.
Okay. Eric said, lots of people don't realize wrestling fans have a driving force inside with incredible willpower, the eye of the tiger.
You're right, Eric. Way to go.
Yes, absolutely. And let me see here. Tom said, thank you very much, Sid. Very much appreciate the knowledge.
Welcome, Tom.
Well, that's what this whole thing is about, isn't it? It's
right.
What we can share, how we can be accountable, everything like that.
Right. And again, thing about working out, everyone, the physical side of stuff, it's myths, theories, and principles, meaning we're guessing about most of this stuff. So myself and people I know, we've taken some of the guesswork out and we've done some of these things. And like I was able to share some of these things with people at the gym sometimes to give them tips. Like yesterday, I gave a guy a tip on bench or chest development. If anyone's wanting to hear this about chest, for instance, when we're doing dumbbells, I'll just pick out dumbbells today. We're doing dumbbells, say doing dumbbell presses. This is again how I would do a set. And you have to sort of graduate into this with weight as you get stronger. So when you're doing a dumbbell press, in my opinion, the dumbbell your wrist should be above your elbows as you're coming down. So when we're coming down, we keep everything in like a V motion. We're coming up, we want to touch those dumbbells. We don't want to bang them. We just want to squeeze them. And then we get to the top, like I said today, we want to squeeze that chest. Now, how to make this a little more difficult, and only do this if you're physically able to do this, and only do this a little bit at a time where you don't hurt yourself. So imagine this. If you're on the bench doing a flat dumbbell, and you're coming down and your wrists are above your elbows. If they're inside your elbows, it means you're cheating, okay? And if you're cheating, you're only cheating yourself. So come down, wrist above elbows. When you stop for that pause, just flare those dumbbells out just an inch or two. Now what will happen is you start making leverage work against you, okay? Then before you press them up, you bring those dumbbells back above your elbows. This way you don't put your shoulder in a compromising position, and then you squeeze up to the top, all right? So then, now what's going to happen is you're going to feel that, I promise you, guy did it just yesterday. It'll feel like your chest muscle is ripping off your rib cage because you're really straining it across. You'll feel that. And that's just what I believe this. A lot of people think they know what they're talking about. So sort of agree with this, that working out really is a numbers game and is a game of angles. Hit something at a different angle that you did before. Like, the other day for chest, I did 30 sets on bench press. I just did a little bit of dumbbell work, a little machine machine flies, and that's all I needed to do because I did regular grip, wide grip, and close grip. I hit every angle on my chest before I left the bench press, So that's what it is. Try that, everyone, as well.
Excellent.
And then again, once you get tired from that, you go ahead and get a few more because then you extend the set. Now, when we're doing a dumbbell press, this is what I do. You don't have to do what I do, everyone. Pretend you got a broom handle in your hand. And I tried when I do stuff too, I try never to squeeze anything. My hand, don't you try this at home because you're not me. But I relax my hands. That way, when I'm squeezing, only my chest is getting involved. So when I'm coming up, I'm pretending I got a broom handle in my hand, and I'm letting that broom handle slide till I meet it in the middle. When I do that by pretending that, it'll make your chest automatically flex because you're thinking that. So I believe I pretend I'm trying to touch those two knuckles. So when I come in, it's almost like I'm taking and I'm squeezing it. If I want to really get to the top and feel different, take it to the top and just squeeze it out like that. And dude, that's another kicker. Somebody try that and tell me if it works. If
There
it
you
doesn't work, then I'm stupid.
We have one of the other contestants just came in the room. This is Rondell. You haven't had a chance to speak with him
Can't
yet.
really hear him.
Oh, but there he is. Can you hear us, Rondell?
Hey, Sid, how you doing, Sid?
Good, Rondell. How you doing tonight?
And Rob, how you doing, Rob?
Good. How's the
How are
first?
you, Rondell?
Huh?
We have Nathan as well. Sid, I'm here.
Nathan, how you doing, Nathan?
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad at all.
How'd your
Okay.
first week go?
Look what I'm doing now.
All right.
How is that working?
As you can see, it ain't doing anything for me. So you see my wrist? It ain't doing anything.
Got to give it away. How long have you been trying it?
For let me give it like a month now.
Oh, so there's
Okay,
A month
good,
now.
good,
A month now.
good.
I'm eating.
Rondell.
I'm eating with that too. So, but I'm still going to the bathroom though.
Yeah, that's the only thing, Rondell, about when, and I have to watch my protein intake too when I first start these diets. The protein, that's the thing is, it doesn't store, and our body wants to get rid of it. In the beginning, sometimes it's like I said, it's a bathroom time a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot all the time.
Yeah, I know. I tell you, I went to this gym called MBS, stood for No Bullshit. It was an okay gym, but everybody in there was
Shit.
always on the toilet. And it was only one toilet, and it was a small dressing room. And I'm the type of person, guys, I don't know about y'all, but I'm usually number 2 at the house.
Me
I'm
too,
not
me
going
too.
to the gym to take a shit. And I used to complain about it all the time. They were like, Sid, what are we supposed to do? I said, you're supposed to do this at home.
Man.
But when you got a bunch of meatheads, drinking the protein down a gallon at a time, it was just nonstop. And that's why I don't go back over there anymore.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm glad I eat
I'm
that
not,
stuff.
that's me too, because I do number 2 in the house. I don't. If I have to do number 2, I'm not leaving the house until I do number 2 in the house.
There you go, Rondell. We're glad to know
Number
you're one
one
of us.
anywhere, I can do number 1 anywhere, but number 2, I have to sit down, relax myself.
Yeah, I'm like the
Concentrate.
Japanese. I'll do number 1
Let it
on.
all out.
I'll do number 1 on a stop sign in the middle of the day somewhere. It don't bother me.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
I'm like that too.
the connection is kind of bad, so I really can't hear what you're saying.
That's okay.
Oh, really? Okay. In that case here, what we'll do, I'm going to bump you guys out for a second.
Oh, so I can
Okay.
read
Stick
lips.
around for just a minute. Okay.
Yeah,
Huh?
no worries at all.
Okay. Stick around for a minute. Okay, Rondell?
All right.
Okay. Oh, wait. I got rid of Sid. What was I doing? It's the Rondell circle. It's
Well, that was an easy way to get rid of those 2 jerks. Let's bring on 2 more jerks and do them the same way. This is fun, Rob. Wow, you are funny.
they can still hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We got one more question, and then we'll wrap up the episode. This is from Sean from London. Hope your cold gets better, Sid. Wrestling question: Easy E, Eric Bischoff, and Vince. You knew them both. What would you say are the strengths and weaknesses of both of those guys?
Well, the strength of Eric was he was, from my understanding, he was always pretty honest about his weeks and strengths, his weaknesses and strengths. That he knew that he wasn't the greatest idealist in the world. He, surrounded himself around as many people as he could to get the job done. But he was a visionary, and he was just real. And I think really can really simplify one thing. And it's easy to be honest when it's other people's money, but he was honest. He was a good payoff guy. He was a really cool boss, and you pretty much knew where you stood with him. With Vince, it just wasn't like that. He was just not honest, not a good payoff guy. Everything was a struggle, so that's how that was on that.
Oh man. Okay. Well, any last words for today?
No, I think everything's going real good. It sounds like everyone's really doing well on their content, on their goals, or their fitness, and we'll get everybody on here one day in the next week or so and talk to them as well, and be sure everybody keeps on with their goals. I hope everyone reaches them, and like I talked to a few people today. I tell people this, again, make your goals, the first ones, obtainable. Don't set them so far out there that you get discouraged. And I know I say this too often, but when we're winning, it's fun. You know what I mean? So we got to set ourselves up to win sometime. And like Nathan said earlier tonight too, he, I think he said he ate something, and I ate something, and we're all eating something sometime. But we just got to make those days we do something like that, remember them, and try to lessen those days. But again, I think everybody's doing a good job. And if the creek don't rise and God's willing, we'll be here next Thursday, and we'll talk about some wrestling.
You've been listening to the Vicious Circle Podcast. Your host, Sid Udi. Co-host, Rob Bellamy. Additional research by Pete Marsh. The Vicious Circle Podcast is produced by Two Cousin Road Trip Productions, a division of JX3 Media Productions. The intro music is Unleash the Giants by Cemetery Spawn, and the outro music is Digging Space by Mike Treblecott.